Hey guys, this is Mr. A225 with another video. This is the support tier list for the new Genlock update. They added a new character named Ray, who is a healer, which we're going to cover inside this tier list. So yeah. Also, after this tier list, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post another video similar to what I did for the flank video, showing all the best builds and loadouts for the new characters. Talents and loadouts, I mean. So the first healer we have here is Corvus. Now I'm going to put Corvus in, I would say, the B tier. The reason I'm putting Corvus in B tier, he's definitely viable. It's just there's better healers right now. After you guys see our S tier, there's just better healers. Like, he does have a pretty good pocket potential. The fact that you can just go dart gifts and mark one person, that is pretty nice. But I feel like nowadays, if you want a pocket, you might just want to go with Ray. The fact that she has that beam that connects to players, including yourself, I feel like that's just more viable. And then I don't think he got any changes this patch. Nope, he didn't. His ultimate is pretty nice. Also, spreading influence is decent, I guess. It's just, if you want to spread heal, you go someone like Grover or Sarah, someone like that. So, he's good. It's just there's better options right now. The next character we have, support we have, is Furia. Now I'm putting Furia in the S tier. She did receive a change this patch. It is, where is it? I already know what it's called. I don't know why I don't see it on here. Anyway, once you throw your beam out, you can click it again to stop it. And then if enemies are, like, if you stop it on an enemy, it'll stun them for a little bit. It won't do as much damage as Exterminate, though. If you stop on an ally, it'll heal them for a decent amount. And by decent amount, I mean a lot. People just have to get used to and have to start mastering the art of stopping your beam at a perfect time. Then she got a new card. So it was Light Forge, which is hitting Kindle Soul, reduces the cooldown of Pyro Strike by 5 seconds. This effect can happen once every 20 seconds. At level 5, 3 seconds. I found that card pretty good. But now for this update, it is Light Forge. So hitting Kindle Soul increases your movement speed by 8% for 0.6 seconds, which that could be nice. Because if you guys know what Damba and a lot of the other healers like Grok, they have insane increased movement speed cards that everyone loves. And movement is, I feel like, even Kami always says this, movement's the funnest part in the majority of games. And I can agree with that. So this movement could help. And the fact that it is a burst heal as well. Anyways, next we have Grok. Grok sucks now, it's sad. He was insane with the triple totem spam, but not only did he get nerfed this patch, I also wasn't aware of this, but he got a hot fix. So gain a third charge of healing totem, have their healing increased by 30%, now that's only 10%, and then they increased the cooldown from 10 seconds to 30 seconds, and they hot fixed it as well. So he's still a little bit better, but he's just not good anymore. He's down to how he used to be. I would give him a low D tier. He's just not good anymore. Of course, you can always play him as a damage, especially on Ice Mines, just a map like that, but that's basically what we're back to. Classic damage Grok, if you ask me. Also, I didn't say too much about Furia, so I think I'm going to talk about Furia a little bit more. The fact that she has a 1,000 healing burst heal, I feel like is what makes her so good. Her beams are nice, and her damage has always been the best damage for healers inside the game for a while now. And now, with this new talent, like Solar Blessing, they just reworked it. I feel like it's kind of a hybrid talent, if you ask me. So that's pretty cool. Her ult is pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, what else really is there to say about her? She's great at healing and doing damage. Next character we have is Grover. Grover's going to be above Furia in the S tier. Grover is insane right now. Like, they did nerf his deep root, so you can't root 5 people. But he really doesn't need that. You can still root 3 people. Then some people go Blossom nowadays, and with them going Blossom, you get the 300 extra HP heal. That's always great. You can even go Ferocity. There's really no need for you to have to go with a big damage talent, if you ask me. I mean, a big healing talent. Because if you ask me, like, I've really just been going Ferocity or Deep Roots nowadays. You can go Blossom, though. Nowadays, when I play Grover, we usually have a double heal, so that might be why I go for Skin Deep Roots more. You might need Blossom, I don't know. But either way, Grover is super strong right now in ranked. And he did, like, I would say, a quality of life change. So now your Vine can't target allies, and I like that because sometimes I would try to get away. It even says this at the dev commentary. Sometimes I would try to get away, and then I would instead hit an ally, and it would still be into the battle, which is annoying. So I'm happy that they fixed that. I'm really happy. Next, we have Io. I would put Io on the same level as Corvus, if you ask me. I might even put Io above Corvus. I do like Io Lifelink. The Luna heals. I believe that's what it's called. Her pet, Luna. That's pretty nice. You can just put it up there to support your tank. You can heal. You can focus on other allies to heal, and then you can just look at your tank and heal them more if they need healing. I'm not the best IO player, I'll just say that much, so I can't really give you too many good tips or advice, because I'll try, of course, but, you know, I would say out of all the characters, I might be worse with IO. She's pretty good, though, and I can't deny that. IO's a very good character. Yeah, I don't think she got any changes this patch, either. Her ultimate's great. You see a lot of the highlights, like, people get, like, an easy quad or easy pentakill. Her ult isn't the easiest ult to use, but I feel like it's really, really punishing for the enemies if you can use it correctly and master it. She has great single target healing. That's one thing that she really has going for her. The fact that you can just look at an ally and heal them, and like you can really heal through caught too, if you ask me. So yeah. Next character we have Genos, and I would say Genos got a buff this patch. I would put him in A tier, actually. I think Genos got a buff this patch. Let me find Genos. Where'd Genos go? 1 second. Well, anyway, I saw on the update show, Genos got a change to his talent that gave the damage buff. I don't know why I can't find it. Anyway, Genos got a change to the talent that Luminary that gave a damage buff. 10%. It used to be 15%. They nerfed it to 10%, and now allies who are already being healed, and then I believe if you heal them again, they get a 300 HP like burst heal, really. And the reason I feel like that's a buff is because 15% increased damage was great, but the only issue with that increased damage is, no, I mean, it wasn't an issue, but the fact that they nerfed it down to 10%, no one really used it, and everyone said that Genos lacked burst heals, and a solo heal Genos can't keep the whole team alive, which I do agree with that. And now you can start burst healing more. I feel like we'll see Genos picked in the higher ranks more and as a solo heal more. I could pull up the update show as well on YouTube, since I don't see it in here, because I'm 100% sure that they showed it. Anyway, yeah, next character we have is, well, support we have is Maldamba. Maldamba's S tier. His healing output has always been the best in the game. Well, I don't know about always, but it's been that way for a while. I can definitely say that much. The only issue with him is you have to get good with him. I've invested a decent amount of time in Damba to learn Damba and really learn how to play him. But yeah, you have to aim to heal, but if you just go with that one card at level 5, I feel like even pros, if you look at their builds, they have a card that if you miss it, you still get it back almost instantly at level 4. Even pros, because if you mess up and you don't have that card in there, now you have to wait like the full cooldown, and you didn't get a single heal off. He also has the gourd to help with his healing. His ult is just free heals. His ult is insane. The fear, just you can use it early to just get a pick or two in a point fight. It's great. The fact that he has stuns inside his base kit off of his weapon is insane. You can use your F to just counter ultimates when timed correctly. Overall, I would say Damba's just, he's in complete powerhouse. He didn't get any changes this patch. Anyway, next character we have is Pip. No, I'm gonna put Pip. I don't really know. I'll put Pip. I would say in the B tier. I feel like Pip is really good. It's just you have to take the time to master him. But the fact that you can give like a burst, 2,400 heal with combat medic, if you do a shot, Q shot on an ally, I mean, that's pretty nice. The only issue I feel like he has is the fact that once they start getting more cauterized, it's very, very hard to to like heal your teammates with combat medic, because you'll be shooting them for like 200, and the fact that you have to shoot them, and like you're only hitting them for 200 of a heal, then you try to shoot a potion over there, and by the time the potion lands, they're dead. That's one issue I will pip. Late game, he kind of struggles. His ultimate is great as well. His ultimate is kind of like Dama's ultimate. Use it early to get picks. But, oh yeah, and damage. Damage pip is nice, especially on ice mines or a map like that. You can just shoot your catalyst and do tons of damage around corners and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, next character we have is Ceres. Ceres is going to be S tier. I'm going to put her behind Grover, I would say. I feel like Grover can heal more, but because Ceres' healing numbers are lower than Grover's, but the fact that Ceres has that F to get away for free, that's great. You can spam her Q like crazy, do tons of damage, and she has the spread heal. She has an insane spread heal. You can just sit back, heal allies, and she's so easy to use. It's disgusting how easy yet effective her abilities are to use. It's crazy. So yeah, Ceres, overall, I feel like Ceres is just a great character. Her ultimate isn't, I feel like her ultimate isn't as free of kills as like Pip's or Damba's, but you still can combo, let's say a Victor ult, a Sky ult, any ult really. You get tons of kills. I believe she got some changes, yep. So, increase the damage per detonation of your Q from 60 to 80, but increase the cooldown from 5 seconds to 6 seconds. If you ask me, this doesn't really even affect her. Who cares? 1 extra second and then increased damage. Like, I feel like, if anything, it's a buff. You know, increased damage is nice, and it's only 1 second. And then, they nerfed this card. Which, this is kind of OP. Reduce cooldown of shadow travel by 0.8 seconds after activating Restore Soul. It can only happen once every 5 seconds, which if you ask me, that's a good change. Because it was getting kind of annoying, trying to constantly kill a Ceres, and she just heals and just gets away, and it's just crazy. Yeah, they even said Ceres was a little too survivable. I can definitely agree with that. Anyway, she's really OP though. Anyway, next character we have is Ray. I kind of skipped over Ray, because QRS. Anyway, I'm going to put Ray in A tier, if you ask me. I would put her above Genos, honestly. High A tier. She's, from what I've seen, really good. You Spirit Link an ally, you can really pocket them. She just does pocketing better than Corvus, if you ask me. The only issue is you have to have line of sight, but it's fine. Her chain heal, I feel like you'll just heal the ally that you're marking, and then it'll just bounce to other allies. It's kind of like a Rock Break click, just for healing. So yeah, her ultimate, I feel like that can be really clutch in a lot of situations. Because let's say a Drogo's is going in, and you know how Drogo's always goes in with his ult and then gets traded out. It's just a 4v4 after that. What you could do, well, that usually only happens at the higher ranks. But what you could do is you could have the Drogo's go in, and you mark the Drogo's, and then as he hits the enemy, you ult, and then he has time to get away, and he's invulnerable. He gets away. So that's pretty cool. Her gun is decent, I guess. Her F is nice. On the when I saw the champion reveal on YouTube, and then I played with her a little bit on the PTS, the F, like the DR, the reduced damage you take, is it seems longer on the PTS than it did in the video. And the fact that it's also for your ally, I feel like she's gonna be very, very strong when she releases. Anyway, next healer we have is Ying. I believe that's the last healer as well. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's the last healer. I might put Ying in C tier. And the only reason I'm putting Ying in C tier, I feel like it's kind of the issue with Corvus, is Corvus is stronger. There's just better alternatives. And then Damba just does what Ying does, but better, because, yeah, Ying does have her ult. So that's one thing she has going for her, the universal heal to her whole team. But the only issue Ying has is, if you miss that right click that you have to aim with life exchange, if you miss that, you don't have a card that just gives it back to you almost instantly. Now you have no heal for that full majority. And then I feel like a gourd is more reliable than a illusion for a healing. And a gourd heals a lot more, and it's just a lot more straightforward than you having to hope that the illusion will heal you. Her focusing lens damage is insane, and she did get a buff to resonance. So now the illusions do 550 damage with resonance and increase the speed at which they travel. But I just don't think that's worth it compared to focusing lens. I played with it on the PTS again, and it just didn't feel as good as it seems on paper. And you could barely even see the increased movement speed. So yeah. But anyway, that was my support tier list for this new Genlock patch. If you guys agree with me, or if you guys didn't agree with me, tell me what you would change just in the comments. Be sure to keep on the lookout for my next video that I should be posting almost right after this, on every single healer, and some builds that you could go with them, 2 builds and the best talent to go with them. But yeah, see you guys next one. Peace.